What's up? I'm back with you guys for another review of The Hollow on Netflix, which is episode, I believe, 8, and it's called Ice. But let's just get into it because I have a lot of thoughts about this episode. As you know, we are splitting up this review in 4 segments, which is overall plot, character development, pros and cons, and conclusion rating. Overall plot. So we start off this episode with Mira, Adam, and Kai being in the same place, which is in this ice cave. They hear a monster in the tunnel, and basically they're scared as hell. So they're kind of bantering back and forth about what it might be, etc. They finally see that it's a frost giant. It's a frost giant. We know that it's a frost giant because of the ice region. Why would it be anything else? Maybe it's a polar bear, I don't know. But we assume that it's something that can survive the ice. I'm getting off topic. So they're fighting the ice monster, and Mira comes up with a good idea that they can just use an icicle to crush it and kill it. So by doing that, they are able to use Kai's fire abilities to melt the icicles from above and have it come crashing down below on top of Frost Giant. Obviously, we know that's what happens. They're like, hoop, hooray, whatever. And then it goes back to Adam and Kai having this weird discussion about if they should unfreeze Vanessa, Reeve, and Skeet from the ice. Honestly, for me, I'm with Adam. I don't like Adam sometimes, but I am with Adam. First of all, Kai, they have betrayed you now 3 times. 3 fucking times. And you telling me you still want to unfreeze these bitches? Who are you giving your balls to? Who have you given your balls to? Because at this point, I cannot stand Kai for the life of me. He's annoying. I can't do it. I can't do it with him. He's not only a simp, he's a dumbass, and he doesn't add anything to the show other than stupidity, immaturity, and stupid decisions most of the time, and trusting people that he should not trust because he only knew them for a whole of 2 seconds. So while Mira and Adam are talking, Kai then unfreezes Reeve, Vanessa, and Skeet, and Vanessa's like, hey, thanks. And they're like, and Kai is like, hey, like, we all can get out of here at the same time. And Vanessa's like, no, we were using you. Vanessa literally tells him to his face that she was using him. She's like, you couldn't tell? You couldn't tell I was using you? Man, you knew she was using you. And it pisses me off. Maybe he didn't know. Maybe he didn't know that she was using him. But damn, you gotta be smarter than that. How dumb can you actually be? You really think her ass liked you? So she grabs Kai by the leg, drags him all the way up to the sky, and drops his ass in the snow. Now, Kai is falling. We've seen in previous episodes that Kai is not the best at flying, but he is able to fly because we've seen him do it. For some reason, he does not think about doing that ability, or I should say technique, not ability, to avoid him hitting the ground. But guess what? He hits the ground anyway. He hits the ground anyways, and he's dazed. Basically, Reeve and Skeet are coming out of the ice castle cave thingy laughing and shit. And I would be laughing at their dumbasses too. I mean, Kai, to not trust them, and you still trust their asses. That is why I do not like Kai. That is why I don't like him as a character. That's why I don't want him part of the team. I literally think he drags down the team so fucking much. And I think Kai is actually really capable of a lot of things. He just makes dumb ass decisions. And it bothers me. And while that's happening, Reeve is able to manipulate the Ashobel staff with his telekinetic powers and hits Adam in his back. First of all, Adam, that was your mistake 1. Never walk away. Never walk away from an enemy because you don't know, they're going to backstab the shit out of you. Anyways, Reeve hits him in the back with an Ashobel staff and he goes crashing into one of the ice pillars and he's dazed. Well, I don't even want to say dazed. He is knocked the hell out. And Mira's like, oh my gosh, Adam, wake up. I'm like, okay. He's not waking the fuck up. The way he hit that ice pillar, his ass is down for the count. But another problem I have is that Mira did not do shit. She did not raise a finger. I know she wasn't gonna be really able to, she wasn't really gonna be able to do anything, but damn, your ass could have at least tried. You could have at least tried to act like you were gonna do something for the team. Shit. We can't leave it to Kai's dumbass. So they leave. Vanessa picks up Reeve and they bounce. And then they're kind of having a conversation. Kaya eventually gets back into the cave, and Mira and him are having a conversation about, damn, uh, Adam barely has a pulse. And he's like, oh, he might die and shit. They also brought up a really cool theory, again, that, and kind of solidifying it more, that they might be in a game. And Kai brings up another interesting theory that Adam might have more lives. I don't know how that works, so I'm really excited to see what happens in the next episode. They are not able to kind of restore him really, so they kind of pick him up with him being in really bad condition and drags him out of the cave. But before he is dragged out of the cave, we realize that the giant the frost giant is still alive and bigger than ever, starts chasing them, and they're dipping, they're running, da 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 da. The polar bears end up attacking the frost giant, and they get away on this little sheet of ice. Now, this is where some stupid shit fucking happens. So they're on this little sheet of ice, right? They're having a conversation. Kai brings up a good point. He asks Mira, hey, do you still have the little medicine stuff in your bag? Mira says, I don't know. Let me check. She says, empty. It's empty. I said, okay. I understood that. She brings out the map. She brings out the key. The map goes flying into the water. Guess who jumps into the fucking water? Knowing that there's a whole bitch that can fucking swim. I want y'all to think about that. You let one bitch jump into the water knowing there's a whole nother bitch that can fucking swim and breathe underwater. That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense to me. So Kai jumps into the water, grabs the map. You know what drops into the water? The keys. And I think something else. I can't remember what it is. That's gone. She didn't even notice it was gone. I think the bag dropped in the water too. So all they have right now is the map. Just the map. So they're stuck on the block of ice. It's cold. So the morning eventually comes and they're having a conversation like, hey, we need to figure out where we're going. They check the map. They see that they're headed towards an island. They still don't have a compass. How do you know where you're going if you don't have a compass? I like this show, but god damn it, the logic in this show fucking blows me sometimes. Cartoon logic. I'll chuck it up to the cartoon logic. So they're heading to this island with no compass, but they know where it's at. And their little ice sheet starts to fall apart. So okay, that makes sense because Mira points out that it's starting to get warmer. Mira says, carefully step over to me. Mira and Adam fall in the water. Okay, it was bound to happen. This is where the stupid conversation comes in. Kai tells Mira, go find land. I can stay here. I'm like, it would make sense. But at the same time, why are we leaving you, Kai? You can fly. They eventually make it to the island. This ship that's glitching finally comes back, crashing down onto the spider island that they call it. Everyone pretty much falls where they may on the sand. The little Smurf guy pops back up and he says that the world that they're in is glitching and they really have to get out. Mira asks, how do they get out? Obviously, he doesn't finish his sentence, so they're kind of just stuck looking at each other like, damn, we gonna die. Moving on to character development. Like I said before, Kai has allowed Vanessa, Skeet, and Reeve to get away with so much shit. I'm not giving him any more excuses to fucking like him. I hope he fucking dies in that fucking show. Adam's about to die. My man's don't got a pulse. He don't got a pulse. Well, he has a slight pulse, but he's gonna die. He's gonna die, and that's just gonna be it. I mean, I guess it sucks to suck. Don't turn your back. Don't turn your back on your enemies, and you wouldn't have got hit. You wouldn't have got hit. Moving on to pros and cons of the episode. The con: make sure the logic is right. You have claimed in other episodes that Kai can fly, and now you're telling me he can't, and he got to stay on the little sheet of ice. Mira went to go get whales, so they eventually made it to land. But you telling me Kai can't fly after you've shown us that he can do it? That doesn't make sense. I really like the other team. They get shit done. They didn't come to play, and that's it. There's really nothing else to say other than they know what they came for, know who they're up against, and why they're leaving. I think the show is starting to pick up pace a little bit more. I think there's a little bit more to offer in that. I think it's because the stakes are higher, and that's what I can appreciate. Conclusion rating. I would rate this. Do we want to do the 5 out of 5 rating, or do we want to do the 1 out of 10 rating? I think we can do the 1 out of 10 rating, and I believe that this episode was definitely, I would say, a 9.2 out of 10. I really did like this episode. It was a lot better than the other one, because that one got a 6. It got a 6. But that's all I have for you guys today. Please like, share, comment, pop that bubble, and subscribe. And hit that notification bell down below, because obviously YouTube is not letting you know when I post. Why would they? Anyways, no. Hit that notification bell down below, and deuces.